Hello learners, I hope you are working hard. So in this session, we'll continue with chapter number 2 of economics, the last topic. The name of the topic is Human Development Index. In short, it is known as HDI. Now HDI is the recent indicator. Along with economic aspects, over here emphasis is laid on non-economic aspects also. It means social welfare is also included over here. So HDI we can say is kind of complete indicator. Indian economists to have contributed in the development of HDI. It means while the HDI was being developed by economists of other countries, even Indian economists contributed in it. Next it says that improvements in HDI were introduced in the year 2010 in the minimum and maximum values. Now we move on to determinants of Human Development Index. Over here also there are 3 determinants of HDI. Instead of absolute values, it means instead of complete values, average of all 3 values are prepared over here. Now our very first determinant of HDI is life expectancy. Life expectancy, yes, we have already discussed. It says that how many years a person is expected to live from the time of his birth of the population is known as life expectancy. That is, to be more simple, what is the expected number of years a person will live of the population of a country determines the value of life expectancy. Now if it is less than 50 years, means we can say that the country needs improvement in its health services. The country is lacking in its health services, and obviously if it is more than 50, it means the country is having good health services. Higher the life expectancy, better the HDI. The next determinant is knowledge. We can also say it as literacy or education. Now in this indicator, people in the age group of 15 years and above are included. 2 aspects are important over here, 2 factors are important over here. Very first one is number of years of schooling, and the second one is expected number of years of schooling. It means how many years a person has gone to school and how many years he is expected to go to school. The gap between the expected and the actual number of years of schooling is taken to derive the values of knowledge. The last and the third indicator is good standard of living. Now standard of living refers to availability of pure drinking water, good medical services, mortality rate of infants below 5 years of age is included over here. Apart from that, protein, fat availability, etc., many other factors are included in good standard of living. All these factors that are included in good standard of living depend on income. And over here, income index is that in which per capita income is measured on the basis of PPP, that is purchasing power parity. So to be more simpler, we can say that over here, if the income, per capita income increases, the standard of living of a person will also increase, because a person will be able to buy good services, will be able to get more of nutritious food, and hence the standard of living will increase. So over here the income is important. Our next topic is important aspects. Important aspects is very simple topic which says us that the maximum value of HDI is 1, which is obviously based on the 3 standards, the 3 factors. The value of HDI is always between 0 to 1. The third one is, if the HDI is closer to 1, then the country is considered developed. The higher the ranking, the higher the HDI, better the development. Next is HDI value. If it is farther from 1, it is considered less developed. It gets lower ranking in HDI. Now, according to the data of 2014, Norway ranked first with 0.944 value of HDI, whereas our country ranked 130th, that is 130, and the HDI value of our country was 0.609 among 188 countries. Our next topic is human development indicators for some countries of the world. HDR 2015. HDR is Human Development Report. Now over here we are given a table in which the details of few countries is given. Now if we see the table, obviously we will find that Norway is at the top. India, the ranking 130th is the ranking of it. Apart from that, we will find the GNI, that is gross national income, average life expectancy at birth, that is ALE, expected years of schooling and average number of years in school. Now students, as you people are given grading as per the percentage you have scored, in the same way over here also the countries are classified into 4 different parts. So over here we will be discussing about that classification. Now very first is the countries having the highest, that is the maximum human development. Now the average value of human development of first to 49th countries is 0.890. Next we move on to high human development. Over here the average value of HDI is 0.735. The range is 50th, that is 50 countries to 105th. Next is moderate human development. Average value over here is 0.614 and the country is 106th to 143rd. The last is low human development. So average value of HDI of the countries with 144th to 188th is 0.493. So students, our country's value of HDI is 0.609. So we fall in which category? Yes, we fall in moderate human development category. Now the next topic is derived conclusions. Derived conclusions means what can we say, what can we conclude after seeing the table. Now the table says that in 2014 Norway is number 1 with 0.944 in human development. India with 0.609 is 130th in the list of 188 countries. These two things we have already discussed. The third is, yes, India comes in moderate human development countries in the classification of Human Development Index. The fourth and the last one is Niger in the continent of Africa stands last with 0.348 value. It means Niger needs to work very hard in order to progress in human development. Next topic is importance of Human Development Index. It is said to be complete because it includes both the factors, economic factors as well as non-economic factors, means social welfare is also given importance over here. As example, education and health are also considered. The second importance is HDI indicates the policy makers. It shows the policy makers that economic development is only a tool, but the ultimate objective is only human welfare. It means the main objective is human welfare. If any country wants to progress, the very first thing that a country should do is to take care of the people living in that country. Third is very simple and easy. True progress equals to economic progress plus social progress. Fourth, HDI is functional. It means it is a real indicator. A rise in HDI ranking indicates that health, education, it means social welfare has improved in that country. Social condition of that country has improved, come up. The next advantage is developing countries get an idea, they come to know that where, in which among the three factors they have the scope of development, and accordingly the policies can be made. The last and sixth one is HDI is a progressive approach. It means it is a developing approach. The next topic is limitations. Only three indicators are over here. We need to increase the number of indicators, because of which we can come to know about more ways by which a country can progress. So only three indicators, only three social indicators are there. This is very first limitation. The second one is all the three indicators are given equal weightage, but in reality in different situations different indicators become important. Yes, all the three indicators should not be given equal weightage. Different countries have different situations, because of which we can say that one indicator should be given more importance than the other one. The third limitation is Human Development Index is not an absolute expression. It is not a complete expression. It is relative expression. It also shows the relative progress. It means I can say that as the averages are used over here, so we can't exactly say that whether the country has developed in which particular factor, as the averages are taken over here. The last part of the chapter says that other than HDI, we have GDI, that is Gender Development Index. We have TAI, that is Technological Achievement Index. Third, HPI, Human Poverty Index. Fourth is HCI, that is Human Consumer Index. And such other indicators are also used to find how much the country is progressing in different fields. That's it in today's session in this chapter. Thank you.